Hello all. As you guys know, I'm continuing on with viewer favorites and viewer challenges for this month as part of my Tangletober challenge. It's been a challenge, let me tell you. Doing 7 drawings a week rather than 3 is exhausting. But we've made it past the halfway point. I think I can finish. We're good. So I'm actually going to do, I wasn't going to do any of the challenges in the next few videos because I'm trying to do these little ones that I want to put on greeting cards for people. However, I looked up Nola and it looks sort of heart-shaped, which is awesome because, you know, these are people I'm going to be gifting to people that I know and love. And so I'm going to continue with something that's sort of heart-shaped. So here is Nola, and let me zoom in. Okay, so the final result is sort of heart-shaped. It's kind of hard to tell there, but right here you can kind of see the heart shape that kind of emerges. It's not exactly heart shaped, but it reminds me of a heart shape, and so that reminds me of, you know, love and so forth. And so that's my gift, is going to be sort of heart shaped. I may change the shape just slightly on these lines. We'll see what happens. So the first way we do this is we're going to draw in green. Green is pencil. Draw in pencil some parallel lines, parallel vertical lines, and then we're going to do this S shape like this, which is how you create what's called an OG grid. So if you look up OG grid, OGEE, you'll find this, and so this pattern is inside an OG grid. So then we're going to do this V shape, which is going to make that look like a heart. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of round that a little bit more to make it more heart-shaped rather than just a pointy V. Just what I'm going to do. Inside that, you can aura this. I don't know that I'm going to do that step. I'm feeling like I want to fill that completely in. So I may skip that to start with and go straight to step number 5, which is putting these auras in. Now if you aura this way toward the middle of that point and this way, then they look like kind of stacked hearts. And if I do a little bit of a curve to this line, I could probably get it to be a little bit more heart-shaped. And so I think that's where I'm going to go with this. And then that's how it looks like that. Now that I'm looking at it closer, they've filled in this, and see this one, they filled in, we've got the shape going this way, they filled in triangles rather than the whole thing, and then they filled in that spot, and I really like that look. So I think that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go with sort of the same sort of look that they have here. And I do like that it's on a diagonal. Here it is in this one as well, where they've put a brown striping in there, which is also quite pretty. But I do think I'm going to go with this. I like that contrast of the dark and the light. And I do like the kind of diagonal, so I think that's where I'm aiming. So let me put this up here so it will inspire me. Turn on my light. I've picked a nice sunshiny yellow paper today. Zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole thing. Yes, I have my air conditioner on. I'm sorry if it's a little loud, but I just need it. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to myself a border, because you know I like me a border. about that size. Something like that. And I was gonna use my ruler, but I don't think I need to. I am gonna do it at a diagonal, but I don't think I'm gonna do it at exactly a diagonal across like this. I think I'm gonna do it at more of a slight angle this way. Maybe I will use my more like that. And is that going to be too big? Maybe that size. So I went half and 3/4. Something like that. I think that'll be good. So it's not exactly like diagonal, but it's not straight up and down either. Like this. I think that's a good angle for this. Yeah, that's good. And I think in pencil I'm going to draw my OG grid just because I tend to make them weird. They tend to go wonky on me. Oh, you know, that's going to be way bigger than I expected. Yeah, that's going to be too big. Okay, that's why I did it in pencil, because that's going to be bigger than the shape I want. So let me make it a little bit smaller. Okay, I like the angle that it is. So we're going to do that, but I'm going to do only a 1/2 inch instead of an inch and instead of 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to do a 1/2 inch. That will get me more angle, more OGs. And at least if nothing else, this will keep me kind of at the same angle, even if I'm not really using it as such. Okay, that's better. It was a little too little. Let me turn this off. I just was too hot. I needed to turn that on for just a bit, but now we can do this. Okay, so to do an OG grid, you kind of go with a snake. Like so. And then you go opposite. So they come in and out, kind of like leaves. Okay. And then again here, we're going to go opposite. Like that. And then this one would come like that and like this. And then this one would be like so. Like that. I actually did that pretty well this time. Sometimes my OG grids are not very pleasant to look at. I don't make a very nice leaf shape. They get all kind of funky. This came out really well. Quite happy with it, actually. Maybe it's because I'm in pencil. Maybe the stress of it being in pen, I tend to goof that up. Okay. That looks really good. I'm going to continue in pencil for a little while. You don't have to start in pen. Some people get all hung up on the whole pen thing. You do not have to start in pen. Really, you don't. Okay, so I'm going to do this little shape here. And I'm really going to give it quite the curve. And this would come back up here. Okay, something like that. I really like those heart shapes. Those are cool. Now, the sample has us doing this. I like this. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then it's got us doing this. So if I do this dark here, just planning, and that dark there, and that dark there, do I like that? No, I do not like that. Why don't I like that? Has something to do with this shape. Don't like what happened there. So maybe I will do it the way they have it on the... I didn't think I liked that, but... Oh. Oh. I just saw what I did wrong. What I didn't see before. I started these up here. They actually start over here. That's better. Okay, so start down here. Okay, now I can start in pen. Now that I have kind of thought about it in pencil, I'm gonna use this size. Make my border. Even though I've already drawn it with a pencil, I feel like I really need to concentrate on this part to get it right. Like that. Really felt like I needed to do that correctly. Oop. That didn't work. Aha. That's what people were talking about. Okay. Gotcha. I'm just going to do these now as I come to them. I've already decided that's what I'm doing. To make this triangle shape. Like that. I like that. Oh, I forgot to remind you guys, I'm walking for Michael and others. If you have an extra $1 or $2, you want to make a donation to our team, link is in the description box below. If you don't see the link, you can just search for American Foundation for Suicide Prevention and look for the team called Friends for Michael. And even if you don't sponsor me, if you sponsor anybody on our team, I don't care. The point is not to be competitive amongst each other, although that's kind of fun. We are doing sort of these posts to say, you know, I've raised this much and I'm the top person, or come on people, I'm $50 behind, or whatever. We are doing that, but it's just in fun. The point is if our group as a whole reaches our fundraising goal, and if we don't, that's okay too, as long as we're all reaching out and creating awareness for the subject, right? Anyway, and then if you would like me to walk in honor of anyone, whether they are someone who chose to leave the bounds of this earth too soon, or someone who tried and survived, either one. If you want me to honor someone on the back of my t-shirt, please just put their first name in the comments below and I will do so. I don't need the whole story. That's private, that's your business. But if you just want to give me a first name, I would be happy to honor them on the back of my shirt. As I walk. We will be walking on Saturday of this week. I will continue to leave the link up there for the rest of the year though. well, maybe not. I might not leave it for the whole year, but maybe for most of the month of November as well. So don't feel the need that if you, or at least through October, I'll leave the link up. So if you feel like, oh, well, she walked on the 24th and I didn't see this video until like sometime in November, the link will still work. The donations page will still work. The team stays in place until the first of the year, and then they reset. So, you know, if you did not see this video right away and you want to donate, that's cool. And if the team part has disintegrated, you know, you're watching this like 3 years from now, and the team part is no longer a valid link, I'm sure the website will probably still be around, and the organization will be around, and you'll still be able to donate. You just won't see me or my team, which is fine. But if you have a comment in before the 23rd of October 2020, and you want me to put a name on the back of my t-shirt, feel free to let me know, because I will do that. Just taking one of my old t-shirts and a Sharpie, and that's what I'm going to do for this walk. And I think what I'm going to do, because we're probably going to do this walk again in the future, is I'm going to take this same t-shirt and I'm just going to continue to add to it. So it will be my walk t-shirt. We've also done these walks for other fundraisers, most notably ovarian cancer and the Walk for Hope through the City of Hope. It's another one we've done. If you've done fundraising walks for various groups, tell me about your experience. Did you enjoy it? Did you find it stressful to do fundraising? Did you feel accomplished? I feel like even if I only raise $1, which I've already passed that, but even if that's all I raised was $1, it would be worthwhile. Some people feel like some of these things, it's not worth their bother, because what difference do I make? But you never know what difference you're making in the world. I'm learning that right now as I'm taking a master class on Christian artists. And I know it's just a big, it's a free class, but it's a free class that at the end, you know, this guy's going to do a big sales pitch for his mentoring program, which is cool. Don't think I'm ready for that yet. It's all about marketing and growing your business. As a business, I'm not to that point at this point. But I do want to learn some of the general techniques and so forth. And in that class, you know, a lot of people are saying, you know, I don't think what I do as an artist makes any difference one way or the other. And people are finding out that yes, their art does resonate. And you may never know. You may never ever know. I'm lucky enough to sometimes get feedback. I've had people say, you know, this artwork really touched me, or what you said really resonated with me, or thank you for this, that, or the other, you know. I don't know why I'm erasing now. I should be leaving those middle lines. Why am I doing that? Don't know. Don't know why I'm erasing right now, but you know what? I follow my gut instincts. Sometimes God's leading me in a different direction, so I'm just gonna go for it. Very interesting. Yeah, so if you feel like what you're doing in your art is not reaching somebody, what you say in your life, it doesn't reach somebody, it does. It absolutely does. Sometimes I wonder, you know, I chatter a lot. I blabber. Some people say, you know, you don't need to be chit-chatty so much, and sometimes I think that maybe I shouldn't be chit-chatty so much. Maybe I should find a background music and do that instead. But I just feel really strongly that that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I also feel very strongly that maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe in 3 years' time or 10 years' time or something, there is someone out there that's going to need whatever it is I blabbered on about. Whether it's talking about something that happened in my life, or talking about world events, or talking about my viewpoint on a subject. I do believe that in my work here on this platform, that whatever I say, that there's probably a reason for it. You know? And I am trusting that message, whatever it is, whatever I've said, because sometimes when I'm done videoing, I don't have any clue what I've been talking about. Not a clue. It just comes out of my mouth, and it is what it is, and I have not got a clue as to what I said. And people will make a comment. It's funny because people will make a comment on an old video and comment on a particular thing, and I don't even remember saying it or what they're even talking about. I will have to go back and watch the video or listen or try to remember what the subject matter was, because I won't remember. I won't have any idea. Ooh, I'm hot. I really need to turn the air back on. You guys mind if I turn the air back on? I'm going to turn the air back on. It is toasty in here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn the air back on. I like those shapes though. I do like the shapes that are coming out of there. It's just going to take me a while to draw them. may need to come back and draw. Fill in with a thicker pen. That one wasn't so hot. I need to do the second half. I'll just do one side first and then come back and do the second side instead of trying to do it this way. See how I do one side then the other? I need to keep doing that way, even though I don't see that second side yet, just to make it a little bit smoother. So, should I do a question? Sure, I did. If you could read the private diary of someone you know personally, whose diary would you read? I wouldn't want to. It's none of my business. No, I don't want to know. You know, people's private thoughts are their own private thoughts, and I really just, if I was forced to read someone's diary and I had to choose, and it was like, you know, here's a room full of diaries from people that you know, and you have to read one. It's like, yeah, there's just a coercion. It would probably be someone that I'm not that close to. I don't want to know the private thoughts of the people that are closest to me. I really just don't. I would want to respect their privacy. So it would probably be someone I know, but that's just an acquaintance and not a loved one. First off, I wouldn't want to know what they thought about me. If I was in their diary, I wouldn't want to know. And because it might change my outlook on who they are and what I think about them. Maybe it would be somebody who I don't care for. That would probably be best. If I was to read a diary of somebody, maybe be someone who I don't find a common ground with, and maybe if I read their diary, I would become more sympathetic to them. So I have someone in mind, but I'm not going to mention names. But I do have someone in mind that, you know, I know them. They may or may not think we're friends. There's someone that I don't see eye to eye with. And perhaps if I read their diary, I would understand their point of view better. And we would have a better relationship. So I think maybe that would be the kind of... And I know that I don't answer these questions the way so many people would. Somebody would probably say, oh, I want to read the diary of my husband or my wife or my son, or, you know, that's not how I think. I do like how this is coming out. Okay, if you could read the diary of one person you don't know personally, who would it be? See, I would have less troubles with that, which is weirdly odd, that I would have less troubles reading a stranger's diary than I would someone I know. But I think that's just because I'm not emotionally invested in them. So whose diary, which basically is whose life story that I don't know would I like to read. And that would probably end up being maybe let's see, someone who I know but I don't know personally. I'd like to read the diary of oh golly, I don't know. And I think I'd like to read the diary of some artist, the masters, one of the masters that we consider the masters. Van Gogh maybe, or something. He would have a very interesting diary. You would get to know his mind better, what drove him to his art. Maybe Salvador Dali, I don't know, something like that. I think an artist would be interesting. I think I need my line in there again. Did I answer the question good enough? I'm sorry about the air conditioning. I know it's loud. But I am determined to get at least these 4 pictures done today because I need them for tomorrow. So if I'm going to draw them, I might as well draw them online. I mean, you know what I mean? Might as well make a video about it. Okay, another question. If you were on trial and someone you know who is not a lawyer had to act as your legal representative, who would you want to defend you? Interesting question. That would be my husband's cousin, Rick. I really admire his wit and his mind and I believe he would do a very good job in researching whatever it was and finding out the best legal defense for me, because I think he would do just an awesome job in that. But he is not a lawyer. He currently works in theater. But I really, he was the first one that just leapt to mind. I find that interesting that that would be the person who leapt to mind. He's far enough away from me personally to not have an emotional investment in whatever happens, you know? But I respect him and his opinions and his mind. Would either be that or Dean's got another cousin. My husband's got another cousin that I also deeply admire and respect. Who has been in politics a little bit and has been the mayor of his hometown. He also has that sort of, his father was a lawyer, and I do believe he gets a lot of that energy from his dad, and I believe that would be also someone who would be good as a defense attorney. Interesting question. It's very distracting. My husband's working outside, and out of the corner of my eye I can see him through my window. I'm not trying to look at him, but I see movement out there just out of the corner of my eye, and it's a little distracting. Can't lie. If I wasn't recording, it wouldn't bother me, but for some reason it's distracting. Alright, I think I did it. That's cool. I like it. Do I want it to go sideways? Ooh. Ooh. If I do it that way, they look like feathers. Oh, I like that even better. Alright, they're going this way. And then Oh, I do like that. That's really cool. You'll notice I'm kind of sloppy with where I put my pencil, so it doesn't matter. Ooh, I like that. Really, really like that. Hadn't expected that. Okay, so that's the way it was drawn, which is very cool. I like it. I totally like it. But I love it like that. I don't know. I really do. I love it like that. So there's my tangle for today. My Tangle Tober. It's called Nola. Get that out of the way. And there we go. You guys have a great day. I will see you on the next video, which will be tomorrow. I don't know which one it's going to be yet. I haven't decided, but I'm going to pick something. I'm going to pick either a blue or a pink piece of paper because that's what I've already chosen for my greeting cards. And yeah, we'll just see what happens. You guys have a great day. I will see you later. Bye-bye.